tax refund might get delayed. Okay. And the reason why is because a lot of you, the IRS will start accepting returns officially next week. Again, they have already started accepting returns through hub testing, but the official date is Monday worldwide. So right now returns are being sent through the software companies certain times of the day. Most of them are getting accepted, but just in case come Monday everything go through, we can start submitting back taxes and all those different things. So the IRS really open for this tax season officially on Monday. But as we know, in every tax, now I'm gonna go over a couple of reasons why your refund could be delayed, and then you all, if you got earned income tax credit or you have additional child tax credit on your tax return, you cannot get your money before February 15th. That's by law. It's like a little myth going around, and always be a myth that says, like, if you have dependents on your tax return, you cannot get your refund before February 15th. And it's not if you have dependents, it's if you have earned income tax credit and additional child tax credit. Now, if you have just child tax credit on your taxes, then your money can come regularly in the 8 to 21 days. It's not everybody with dependents. Everybody think everybody with dependents, and then they see somebody with dependents get money, now they're thinking their money gonna come before February the 15th. And now the reasons why your refund can be delayed. Now, mind you, when we send your tax return out, or if you do your own tax return, once it gets to the IRS, nobody knows what's going to happen to it. Nobody knows what's going to happen to it. But it's a couple of things that can happen to it. Number one, you can get flagged for identity verification, ID verification, which last year it was like so many people getting selected for ID verification that the IRS had to open on Saturdays all over the world so that people can go in and verify their identity. So be prepared. And it doesn't matter, y'all. Like, y'all love to say, I've never had this problem before. This has never happened to me. What y'all do that made them select my return? Like, we don't do nothing most of the time to make them select your return. We don't have nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that you got selected. So ID verification is one of the reasons your refund can get delayed. And if you get selected for it, you probably won't get your money until like March or April, because you got to wait for them to send you a letter. You got to verify your identity, and then they will release your refund. And that's a process. Now, number two, you get selected for wage verification is, one, your employer might not have turned in your documents yet. And that happens a lot. When they don't turn in your documents and then you filed your taxes, but they don't have that W-2 in their record, that could be a reason for it. Another reason is because your taxes on your W-2 seems abnormal. They might be correct, right? Especially if you pay a whole lot of money in federal taxes. They might be correct, but because of it, they want to do wage verification. Two, you filed a fake W-2, a fake 1099. You did something fake. So now they want to verify the information. Number four is you got some fake fraudulent credits on your tax return. Every year the IRS has where they put up different filters to catch different credits that people are claiming that are usually used massively for fraud. So they have filters up. And if you have those credits or deductions on your tax return, your return can get flagged and it can ultimately be held up. The last one is you can just simply begin audited. Your dependents, meaning they want you to show that these dependents actually live with you, that you actually took care of them. So they will select you for verification of your dependents. And then if you cannot provide those documentation, they will not give you the money. Now, lastly, for real, in the first week in February, but it can happen anytime after that as well. they might go through system errors as we're processing tax returns. And your return might actually went out through an error that they're having in their system. Because remember, filing taxes is computerized. So they might actually have an error in their system. And if they have an error in their system, your return can get randomly flagged for no reason. It literally happens all the time. So it's several reasons why your return and your release of your refund can be held up. A lot of times it ain't really nothing you can do to smooth out or make them release the money faster than they're going to release it. So before we get tax season started, I wanted to make sure I told you all